They're right beside you.
For years, families everywhere have found that the best way to get their vitamins is with the complete, well-balanced formula of Perfect B. Because it's taken sublingually, Perfect B is absorbed immediately into the bloodstream, and your body gets more of the vitamin B complex that it needs. There's a lot of B vitamin products on the market today, but it's the original Perfect B formula with no glycerin, sugar, fillers, or alcohol that continues to be the most frequently asked for vitamin product. Perfect B. Ask for it by name.
$12 zoo after Thanksgiving sale. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Open 7 a.m. Friday. Don't be late.
Ask the Williams how many bedrooms and bathrooms you have?
11 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms.
Now, stand up, kids, right here, all 3 of you. What do you want to tell the Williams? 4 of you. You will?
No, the Williams or the Dillies are free to babysit any time.
Right,
Okay.
get their number.
They're from Princeton, New Jersey, and they'll babysit for you. Now, wait a second. Now, Becky and Keith, the kids just got a big spot, right? A big commercial for Century 21 Homes.
Right.
So that was good.
Yes, yes. Our home that we were living in was a 2-bedroom house, and it was too small. So Century 21, the lady who sold, the brokered and sold our house, was a lot of help. And we wrote them a letter, and they made a commercial out of it.
Okay. So that's one little endorsement. How about anything else?
More just kind of in the works. We're kind of just looking at different things.
Okay, great. I want to thank all of you for coming. Just first of all, the sextuplets are terrific. I'm so happy America got a chance to see them. Becky and Keith, thank you very much. And to the Williamses. I mean, talk about an all-American family. The Globetrotters of the world. All they do is just go around the world and just pick up kids and bring them home. I thank you so much for joining us. Gabby and Katrina, I hate to spoil your day, but tomorrow you got to go to school. What can I tell you? That's the way it is. Jimmy, good luck to you in college. It's nice to be away from the family for a while. Jill, Pat, thanks so much for joining us. Thank you out there, everyone. Until next time, America. Tomorrow, it's raining men, and sex has a new appeal. It's big, beautiful women, and they're back with a vengeance. Tomorrow.
A promotional fee has been provided by Chomel Clear Acrylic Gel. Gel it, set it. Diamond Hard Natural Nails. Chomel Clear Acrylic Gel. Beautiful nails made easy.
When I wear my Super Poly Grip, I can eat apples.
Hold your dentures super tight with Super Poly Grip.
Happy Thanksgiving from Channel 7, the news station.
Don't miss the kickoff to the Populars After Thanksgiving sale. There are great gifts for everyone now through Sunday starting at 9 a.m. at all Popular branch stores.
It's about time.
News 7's 10 at 10. Because your time is important, and so is the news.
News 7's 10 at 10.
10 straight minutes of news right at 10. It's all the day's most important news, plus a look at weather.
Because your time counts.
Join Gary Warner and Estella Casas for News 7's 10 at 10.
News and weather in 10 minutes.
Every weeknight at 10 on News 7.
Hear ye, hear ye. The honeymoon is over. Due to irreconcilable differences, we are parting ways. With some of our showroom floor samples, Dinettes Unlimited has definitely experienced an alienation of affection for some of our showroom samples. We want them out now. Fortunately, we won custody of the new 1995 merchandise arriving in January. First come, first served during this special divorce sale. Dinettes Unlimited 9515 Viscount, just off I-10. No fighting, please.
Have you had extreme thirst or urination, a family history of diabetes, rapid weight loss, obesity? You could have diabetes, but the good news is you can control it.
I'm willing to do what it takes to feel well.
For a free brochure on diabetes, call Baylor College of Medicine at 1-800-392-4444.
And good morning, everyone. Welcome to Peyton's Sun Carnival Parade. This special Thanksgiving Day telecast is being brought to you live by Arby's Roast Beef. Go west to Arby's. It's better out here. And good morning, everybody. Welcome to a beautiful Thanksgiving morning here in the El Paso Southwest as we begin the broadcast for our 1994 Peyton's Sun Bowl Thanksgiving Day Parade here in El Paso. I'm Gary Warner.
And I'm Estela Casas. Good morning. What great weather. We couldn't ask for more perfect weather.
I brought a jacket along. I don't need it.
I took mine off, too. It's beautiful out here.
And if you hear some sirens in the background, there's no emergency right now. That's just the beginning of the parade. Actually, I think they stepped off just a few moments early.
Great. Last year it was a little slow. This year I bet you it'll be perfect.
And how's your voice doing this
morning? I think it's a little better. It's a little better this morning. I didn't talk it all last night.
We'll see if we can make it 2.5 hours through the parade.
Hopefully. Keep your fingers crossed.
And I think we see the police escort just lining up, doing some circles off to our right here on Montana Street near Houston Park along Montana. And we're going to begin the parade coverage in just a moment or two. Actually, I thought they started early, but they kind of stepped off and stopped. And I think they're waiting for the go signal right now.
Some entertainment. Great.
The police motorcycle escort, of course, that traditionally leads off the Thanksgiving Day parade here in El Paso. And up until the early 80s, this parade was actually around Christmas and New Year's. It was a Christmas and New Year's celebration for many, many years.
It was a lot colder then, so I think they moved it down to Thanksgiving so more people would show up.
We've had a lot better luck with weather on Thanksgiving Day.
Certainly.
Now let's go ahead and show you some of the beginning of the parade. We'll begin our parade coverage right now. They have just now stepped off. You can see the El Paso police escort there right at the front, and behind them is the El Paso Sun Carnival banner.
Now, helping to clear the way for the 1994 Sun Carnival Parade are the members of our police escort. The unit consists of representatives from the Fort Bliss Military Police, Sheriff's Reserves, New Mexico State Highway Patrol, El Paso City Police, and the El Paso County Sheriff's Department, and there they come.
And we want to tell you that the theme for this year's parade is "The Future Is Now." So as you see the floats, remember that that's the theme upon which they are going to be judged, and we'll tell you who the winners are as the floats go by. But that's our theme, "The Future Is Now," for the 1994 Sun Bowl Parade.
Now, we already know the winners, but we won't let them know until they go by.
No, we're going to keep them in suspense all the way through. See the El Paso County Sheriff in the lead, along with a cruiser from the El Paso Police Department. Behind them, I think we have the U.S. Border Patrol. Oh, that's a police unit also. Police from Las Cruces here are represented. Well, welcome, Las Cruces. Military Police Traffic Unit from Fort Bliss. DPS from New Mexico, or New Mexico State Police, actually. United States Border Patrol.
Border Patrol.
We have a nice crowd out here this morning, too. We're situated right across from the reviewing stand here at Montana and Angie Streets.
Well, Gary Monday said it would be about 60 degrees, and I think it's perfect out here.
It feels like it right now.
Hello, good morning.
Parade's going west to east this year.
It's a 3-mile route, and it'll take about 2 hours to complete.
Here's the 1943 World War II Color Guard. These are selected members of the cadre composed of the World War II Color Guard. They're wearing the dress uniform worn by soldiers in the greatest and most destructive war in history. And of course, many of the days now in the 1990s, we are marking the 50th anniversaries of events that happened in World War II.
Now here we see the General's Award, and this is the Sun Carnival Band, the 62nd Army Band, directed by
Chief Warrant Officer Schoaf.
And this is stationed at the U.S. Army Air Defense Artillery Center at Fort Bliss. The band participates in nearly 200 ceremonies on post and in El Paso and surrounding areas each year. This unit is performing double duty today. They are representing the U.S. Army Air Defense Center as part of the Fort Bliss entry and our parade, as well as being the official Sun Carnival Band. They make an outstanding presentation in their dress blues.
Their drum major is Staff Sergeant Eric Asora.
It's 25 musicians.
Now the military Grand Marshal. This is Commanding General Major General James J. and Jo Beth Cravens, his wife. And with them, we believe we have the Post Command Sergeant Major, James E. and Kathy Waltus. General Cravens is the Commanding General of the U.S. Army Air Defense Artillery Center in Fort Bliss, and also the Commandant of the United States Army Air Defense Artillery School. General Cravens assumed his present duties last year on July 29th, and Command Sergeant Major Waltus has been the Post Command Sergeant Major for more than 2 years, and of course they also are dressed in the Army blue dress uniforms. Fort Bliss began as a military post on 6 acres of land, at least near the present-day Civic Center. Okay.
Hello, Gary and Estella.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you, you too.
This is really exciting. You know, we're standing down here on the parade route. We can't hear a darn thing anymore.
Well, I can hear a little bit of it, so I'll help you out. I'll let you know what Estella and Gary are saying.
My gosh.
And then with all the horns and the sirens going off, it makes it even more
exciting.
difficult to hear. But we are in the middle of the Fort Bliss contingent. The sheriff's posse is not too far down the way, so lots of activity right off the start of this beautiful parade on
really
a
is
very
neat,
warm
isn't
day.
it? Oh, the weather's fantastic. This is a Patriot missile right behind us. This is an empty launcher, obviously. We don't want any live launchers here on Thanksgiving Day. But this basically was the star of the Persian Gulf War, this piece of military equipment right here. So it really is fantastic getting an up-close and personal view after it was so many miles away and protected
Now,
our
how about
freedom
this
here.
other lookout unit just behind the missile? It's
That would
spinning
be
round
an
and round.
Avenger Stinger.
Avenger Stinger.
An Avenger Stinger.
See, I knew Annie would know. She's been here a little bit longer than I have.
So anyway, Gary and Estella, we will be down here covering it for you. We'll see you in a few minutes.
Okay, thanks.
And just ahead of those units there is the 2291st U.S. Army Hospital Reserve and Drill Team. There you see more of the Patriot. That's the Avenger right there. And ahead of that is the Patriot. And we have the drill. I don't know if we have a camera on the drill team at the moment. They're right here in front of us. But the Avenger's maneuvering for you there. Here we have the 2291st U.S. Army Hospital Reserve Drill Team. And they have an ambulance with them.
Now, the additional personnel and support are provided by the 361st Ground Ambulance Company and the 3553rd Blood Collection Unit. 85% of the personnel are from El Paso and the surrounding community. The unit has served in Vietnam, Grenada, Panama, and the Persian Gulf. The unit has been active in the reserve since its activation in World War II.
Very nicely done, folks. Nice performance for us right here in front of our cameras. Once again, we're coming to you live with the 1994 Sun Bowl Parade.
So if you didn't get a chance to come out here, just sit and relax and enjoy.
A short pause so that the unit can perform here for us. And of course, they are armed with the M16 rifles, the standard issue of the Army in this time. And now the parade resumes again. Ambulance picks it up. And a couple of last looks at the Avenger.
Let's say a little bit more about the Patriot missile. The Patriot missile system is the centerpiece of the theater, air, and tactical ballistic missile defense. The system's fast reaction capability, high firepower, and ability to operate in a severe electronic countermeasure environment are features not previously available in the systems Patriot replaces. Now, the Patriot design eases a field logistics burden since its overall performance. Oh, now we have the horses coming in. This is the El Paso County Sheriff's Posse in Stagecoach. The Sun Queen's mounted escort.
The Sheriff's Posse was founded on Friday the 13th. Can you believe that? Back in November of 1936 by then Sheriff Chris P. Fox, later to be known as Mr. El Paso, of course. 32 volunteers who answered the Sheriff's call to become only the second organization of its kind in the nation.
Those who answered the summons from the sheriff were told of the organization's plans as they became the foundation of a group dedicated to the perpetuation of the spirit and the cattle country, and also became a focal point for the social and recreational activities of the members and their families. What beautiful horses.
They put a lot of work into that, a lot of color. You can tell the Southwest spirit here. Followed up by the Stagecoach, and I believe this is more of the Sheriff's Posse, also carrying the 1994 Sun Carnival Queen, Marisa Loren Echanes.
Right.
And the ladies in waiting, Anne-Marie Pfeiffer and Renee Ceballos.
Now, Marisa attends Stanford University and is majoring in biology on her way to becoming a pediatrician. What a combination. Great.
That's great. She's riding in the open carriage.
She comes.
And of course, the Sheriff's Posse is their official escort. Anne-Marie Pfeiffer graduated from Trinity University. I'm not sure. Anne Semmer standing by to talk to the Queen, I think.
I am talking to the Queen. I mean, we're talking serious royalty. Marisa, first of all, happy Thanksgiving and congratulations.
Happy Thanksgiving to you, and thanks.
Tell us how you are going to represent our area.
Well, my reign is coming to an end here in December, but I'm looking forward to our Sun Bowl. I'm going to be presenting the game ball, and I'm just looking forward to spending a lot of time with the El Paso people like I have been all year.
Fantastic. And Gary and Estelle, I'm going to hang out and ride with these guys.
That does look a little bit easier.
Now here comes the Sun Carnival Princess Float. This is a vision of loveliness. This is Bill Logan and Scott Biggs, Margie LaFleur and Rick Lascano.
And each one of these 15 beautiful ladies is a candidate for the title of the 1994, maybe 95, I guess it is, Sun Queen.
The princesses are sponsored by civic organizations in the El Paso area. Now, just a reminder that the Sun Queen coronation and dance is December 29th at 6:30 p.m. Camino Real, Paso del Norte. Good morning, ladies.
And as we come up on some of our next units, we can quickly tell you some of the names. Shelby Barnhouse, sponsored by El Paso Alumni Panhellenic. Laurie Areola, sponsored by LULAC. Mary E. Fuel from the Pan Am Round Table. Lindsay L. Foote, the El Paso Pro Musica Guild. And if we had time, we could mention more, but we don't. Sorry, we're going to get to those later.
Now, this is, you can't see that far. Sandra Lee Gum.
She's a 1994 Sun Duchess, and she's riding in a 1954 Chevrolet Corvette. Wow. That's sponsored by the Anthony Chamber of Commerce and Danny F. Rocket.
Now, this is Christy A. Lewis. This is the Rio Valle Women's Club, West Texas Council on Alcohol and Drug Abuse.
And I understand that the, okay, not this one, but the one coming up with Christy Lewis. There we go.
A 1992 Black Cobra.
And that's going to be raffled off at the 1994 Sierra Medical Center Sun Bowl basketball tournament. Christy sponsored by the Rio Valle Women's Club and the West Texas Council on Alcohol and Drug Abuse.
Now, next we have the Army and Navy Union USA Department of Ohio Color Guard, Commanding Officer Norman Henninger. Welcome to El Paso. Department of Ohio.
And of course, I'm sure these folks have an appreciation for all of the 50-year anniversary celebrations marking the events of World War II. And I think this is their first year in the parade. I don't recall them before. So we want to welcome them. Not only do we have so many participants from surrounding communities like Las Cruces, Deming and other areas, other towns around the El Paso area. But now we have some folks coming in from as far away as Ohio, too. That's great.
They know that El Paso is a great place to be.
And
some of your wishes for El Paso today?
That we continue to have prosperity and that all of our citizens do well next year, which I think we will, and that everybody has a great Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you, too. Bye-bye.
Honorable Mayor of El Paso, Larry Francis, accompanied by his wife, Marilyn.
And you can see coming up behind him, the University of Texas El Paso Marching Miners. I think we're going to have a little athletic performance. Well, here's the drum major, Majorette. And the Gold Diggers.
Now, these are the UTEP cheerleaders and Gold Diggers under the direction of Virginia Burkett. The University of Texas at El Paso Marching Minor Band, directed by Larry White and Don Winkinson, are former first-place winners in the Bands of America competition.
I should know better. I think you're right. These are the cheerleaders and not the Gold Diggers. I think you're right. I think that's a super name for a director of a marching band. Curtis B. Treadway. Perfect. Now the minor fight song.
Yes, and folks in the crowd clapping along. The spirit. For over 25 years, UTEP's minor band has participated in the Sun Carnival Parade. This year's band is made up of about 175 members and has performed for NFL halftimes in Los Angeles, Denver, Houston, and San Diego.
Colors march on by. The Flag Corps follows up. And today's sunshine is just marvelous. It just
feels great.
Makes all of the colors look electric almost this morning.
You know, some folks who are in the shade, I think they're having a good time in the shade anyway. It's nice and warm out here.
All right, Gary and Estella, I am very honored to stand here with the Grand Marshal of the parade. Val, congratulations and happy Thanksgiving.
Well, thank you. It's a great honor and a great pleasure to be in this parade.
Now, you have been a state representative for a long time and you are retired. What are you going to do now?
I'm going to live in El Paso and be happy and be thankful that I do.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Happy Thanksgiving to you.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Gary and Estella.
Thanks, Dan.
After 8 years of service at Georgetown and UTEP, Jack Powell was then a paving contractor for about 25 years in El Paso. And he's enjoyed numerous national and state awards for his work on behalf of children and families at risk.
Now, Val has been a leading spokesman on issues ranging from prenatal care for low-income young mothers to adequate care for seniors in nursing homes. It was Val's influence 2 years ago that helped persuade the Appropriations Committee to approve a $9 million psychiatric hospital for El Paso.
And now the sweepstakes award winner. This is in all of the float competition for the parade today. And the winner is the El Paso Downtown Lion Club float. And its title is Tomorrow's Leaders. Remember, the theme for the overall parade is The Future is Now. And the Lions Club float theme is Tomorrow's Leaders. Best overall in the parade. I think we have Robert Rodriguez up on the float. Robert? Sorry, but we can't hear Robert.
Robert has Ann's mic on.
Okay.
Now we can hear me.
There you go.
Here we go. Well, I'm here with Michael Irvin, and he's going to tell us how he likes being in this particular parade right now. What do you think?
I like it pretty well.
You like it? Do you think you're not going to get too tired doing all the waving along the route? Have you paced yourself for this? And this float is one of the more extravagant in the parade route. It took some couple of days to build. It weighs about 5,000 pounds, so it's more than just chicken wire. Lots of 2x4s reinforcing this, and a Jeep is below us propelling this. So we are starting off with a lot of color today.
And Robert's doing a great job of balancing himself up there, too.
It is a challenge, let me tell you. This thing is kind of rocking back and forth, but we'll make it.
Now, wait a minute. You're going to have to get off there, Robert. You hear?
I'm going to jump.
Firemen, firefighters, soldiers, secretaries, doctors, the leaders and tomorrow's leaders.
Congratulations to the El Paso Downtown Lions Club for winning the Sweepstakes Award. And congratulations also to Club President Fred Evans. We have the El Paso County Sheriff's Department Honor Guard under the direction of Sergeant Jesus M. Dominguez. And don't you know that I think everybody is so grateful for this morning for the weather, because some of these uniforms, you can't really dress if it's going to be very cold. You just kind of stick with it and go through it. These folks have got some nice sunshine and pleasant temperatures for their 2.7-mile walk this morning.
They'll be nice and warm at the end of the parade, let me tell you.
For the Sun Carnival Association President Darrell Wyndham and his family, the car is by the Mustang Club of El Paso.
Darrell Wyndham is an attorney with the Kemp Smith and Law Firm. He is accompanied by his wife, Teresa, and baby daughter, Kendall. He has been active with the Sunville Association for over a decade.
It's a good time to point out that so much of the work that goes into all of the Sun Carnival and Sun Bowl events, the parade today, is done by volunteers. They have a few on the paid staff, but most of the work is done by volunteers, the El Pasoans who believe in these events.
Now, this is a State National Bank mobile. The State National Bank Bankmobile has been banking in its to the future. The Bankmobile, the only one like it in El Paso, makes it easier for more El Pasoans to bank with State National where it's convenient for them.
So I think they're just teasing us. They're not really going to hand out any free
I know.
samples
Do you think
yet.
they have any money in there?
Here's the Santa Teresa High School Naval Junior ROTC. It was formed just 2 years ago, and this is their first appearance in the parade.
Welcome. They're under the direction of Commander Steve Brick.
Gary and Estella, these guys are so disciplined, I can't even get them to talk to me. They are concentrating. They're all keeping in step. I am amazed. I imagine hours and hours went into practicing for this, but they won't tell me a thing. They won't talk to me because they're concentrating. I can't even get them to smile. I feel like I'm at Buckingham Palace or something.
Yes, and you're out of step. A couple of demerits there, Simmer.
Now the Santa Teresa High School Warrior Band is following the Naval Junior ROTC. Now, this is Santa Teresa High School's first appearance here, as Gary already told us, and now in the Sun Carnival Thanksgiving Day Parade. We welcome them and hope they continue the tradition. We hope to see them here next year.
We were talking last night. We saw some of the names of high schools in today's parade when we were looking over the program and thinking, well, now, what school district is that? What school district is that? There are so many new ones expanding out into not only far east El Paso, but also up into the neighboring New Mexico area as well.
It's great to have them out here and represented.
Now, this is a rather large group.
The colors are great, too.
And they're going to play for us.
Everybody's tapping their toes.
bands, too. It's not just for the ears. They've got the band, the music, and all that, but many of them have these flag corps and drill teams. It's also a visual treat.
Now we have the Senator's Award. Now, this is for the best theme. This goes to the El Paso Housing Authority Booster Club float. Education and You is their theme. The El Paso Housing Authority Booster Club is entering the parade for the first time also. Mr. Pineda, director of the authority, has led this parade float committee with great enthusiasm and should be very proud of this beautiful float.
And they had some help, too. They have a lot of sponsors along with the El Paso Housing Authority, Desert Supply Company, also Alamo Plumbing Supply, Cunningham Distributor, Passage Supply Company, Saber Sales, Promos on Mesa, Chavez Sign. Well, there's a group effort.
It's expensive to make these floats. You need all the help you can get. Great job.
And I'm sure probably a few frantic moments the morning of putting all the final touches on.
Yeah, Frank, there's going to be a break here in the parade after this fire truck thing, so we'll go to a break then and come back to that.
Coming up. Okay, Robert and Ann.
I'm here with Joyce Feinberg. She is the president-elect of the Sun Bowl, and so far everybody's doing a great job. Tell us a little bit about this year's parade and how you've been able to pull off such an extravagant event.
Well, we have a great group of people. The Lions Club help us. The whole community gets behind the parade, and it's a wonderful event, and the weather couldn't be more beautiful. And Peyton's has been the sponsor, and they have been incredibly good to us, and so far it's a great day. And those of you who are at home, we think you should come on out. There's still plenty of parade to see, and Peyton's has 50-cent hot dogs here, and you can get from the concessionaires. They have discount tickets that you can get for Peyton's products, and we have lots of more parade to see, lots of fun floats and bands. And
that's right. In fact, we've probably only seen, what, about 15 or 20 minutes of the parade, and there's still about another hour and a half to go. So come on out if you can.
Thank you.
And we will return with more coverage of the 1994 Peyton's Sun Bowl Thanksgiving Day Parade in just a moment.
$12 soup after Thanksgiving sale. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Open 7 a.m. Friday. Don't be late.
If you or someone you love has diabetes, there's important information you need to know. New research shows you can live a fuller, healthier life and avoid other serious health problems by keeping your blood sugar closer to normal. Learn the facts for yourself, for those you love. Call the American Diabetes Association today to receive this free brochure.
If you love arts and crafts, then plan on the El Paso Christmas Showcase of Arts and Crafts this Saturday and Sunday at the El Paso Civic Center. The Christmas Showcase of Arts and Crafts.
Everybody climb aboard that sleigh. Bring a big appetite our way. A great deal better come in quick on a great meal that's as big as St. Nick.
Slow roasting gives a big taste of beef, and here's Arby's biggest deal. 5 famous roast beef sandwiches for $5. 5 for $5 won't last long, so
hurry in, it's your invite. The big hat to all and to all a good night.
Arby's, it's better out here.
Have you had extreme thirst or urination, a family history of diabetes, rapid weight loss, obesity? You could have diabetes, but the good news is you can control it.
I'm willing to do what it takes to feel well.
For a free brochure on diabetes, call Baylor College of Medicine at 1-800-392-4444.
Welcome back to our live parade coverage. We are only like 1/5 through. There are 5 divisions in the parade today, and we've only seen Division 1.
We've got a long way to go, so sit tight. Get some coffee, get some chocolate, and stay tuned.
We just had the Mountain View High School band to go by, and we're going to check out and see what's coming up next. So join us now for our live coverage.
Miss El Paso, USA is just going by. So now, this is the Sun Carnival. This is Yvette Torres, Miss Sun City, USA. Now, Yvette Torres is 21 years old, and she was crowned Miss Sun City, USA in June 1994. She is currently attending UTEP. Now, this is the Escaramuza Las Espuelas de Oro, El Paso's newest side saddle riding team.
And I think we have a salute as they go by. De oro, meaning of gold.
Of gold. Espuelas are spurs, spurs of gold.
The captain of this newly formed team is Norma Montes, and they have performed all over the Southwest. And Ann Simmer down on the parade route. Ann?
You know, Gary and Estella, I am up here with all of the dignitaries. Everybody that's important in El Paso, just about, is up in here. Charlie Hooten, happy Thanksgiving to you.
Thank you, Ann. Happy Thanksgiving to you and everyone at home. It's a beautiful day. Wonderful.
And who's our dog here?
This is Penny. She was a neglected animal, but she's now a parade dog.
Fantastic. Everybody, happy Thanksgiving in here.
Thank you,
That trolley is carrying El Paso City Council members and El Paso County Commissioners Court, another fine example of city-county government consolidation.
Now, this is Miss Paso del Norte, USA, Adriana Espinosa.
She's in a car sponsored by the El Paso Corvette Club. Adriana Espinosa is currently Miss Paso del Norte, USA. She'll represent El Paso in the Miss Texas USA pageant. And from that, she'll be competing for the title of Miss Texas USA.
Adriana has also participated in benefit shows for the Women's Resources Center and the Humane Society for El Paso. She keeps very active in El Paso. Now, this is Miss Border City, USA, Glenda Gonzalez.
She's 19 years old, a volunteer at Texas Tech Medical Center in the Pediatrics Unit. Also currently a sophomore at the University of Texas at El Paso, where she's pursuing a degree in nursing.
Now, this is the UAPS, Universidad Autónoma de Ciudad Juárez, Banda y Escolta Universitaria, under the direction of Dr. Gregorio Ruiz.
You say that almost as well as I can.
Oh, I bet you would do a beautiful job.
And it's another example, too. You were talking about the Las Cruces and other cities around here being represented. Juarez in Mexico is also represented and has been for many, many years in the Sun Bowl parade.
Bienvenidos. Crowd pleaser. La bandera tricolor. Green, white, and red. Now, this is the 1994 Honorary Parade Grand Marshals, Charlie Johnson and Billy Stevens. Charlie Johnson and Billy Stevens will be honored next month by becoming the first two inductees into the Sun Bowl Hall of Fame, Legends of the Bowl, at the Rotary Club football luncheon on December 29th. They are both the only players to have received two back-to-back Most Valuable Player Awards in the history of the Sun Bowl Football Classic. Now, by the way, tickets for the luncheon available through the Rotary Clubs of El Paso and the Sun Bowl office, so go get them.
Claudia Sanchez, Miss Star City, USA.
Now, here we have the Duchess Award. This is for Best Special Effects. This is from Music Theater El Paso. The KDBC TV float, Stars of the Future.
Bill Logan is director of Music Theater of El Paso. You might notice as the floats go by that there's been a change in the rules this year. They may not be pulled by an undecorated vehicle. So you're going to see all of these moving units. Hello, Gene. Gene Savard up on there waving to us. And Chip, Jennifer, hello. How you doing?
And Gene, happy Thanksgiving, y'all.
As I was saying, all of the moving vehicles this year are going to be decorated, pulling the floats.
Now, this is the El Paso Horseless Carriage Club. There are some real beauties in this eccentric. This is El Paso's Horseless Carriage Club.
I think some of these are not too far from being pulled by horses.
Not real far. Hey, they can still run.
Oh, these are gorgeous pieces of machinery.
Think they use regular or unleaded gas? Maybe diesel, I don't know.
They could probably run on pumpkin fumes, I think.
Okay, I think the yellow one's my favorite.
Anyone that has air conditioning with the windows rolled up, that would be my favorite. There's your yellow one. That's a beauty.
Now, this organization was established in 1955 with many of the original members still active. The club consists of antique automobiles from the early teens to the early 1960s. The group participates in several of the El Paso area parades, historical events, and charities, and has been a part of the Sun Carnival Parade for the last 37 years.
Robert?
Now, this is a member of that Horseless Carriage Club, but this doesn't quite look like some of those other automobiles. How did this car make it into the club?
Well, this is 1964. It's 30 years old, and once it's 30 years old, it becomes a classic, and then it can become part of the Horseless Carriage Club.
Okay, and what did it take to keep this car in this particular shape? Because it looks gorgeous.
Well, it's took a lot of work. I clean it quite often and do a lot of work to it, but it's been pretty much like this since we've had it about 15 years.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Gary, Estella?
Thank you, Robert. Beautiful cars. You can see not all of them are back from the 20s and 30s. We have some of them here from the 50s and 60s as well. And coming up behind the Horseless Carriage Club is the Viva El Paso Trolley. Viva El Paso, of course, the performance every summer in McElligin Canyon, showing over 4 centuries of history, presented in music, song, and dance and narration by a cast of 50 or so in a dramatic setting right in the heart of the Franklin Mountains in McElligin Canyon.
Good morning.
Real show people.
Now, Viva El Paso is the story of 4 cultures of people who have inhabited the region: Indian, Spanish, Mexican, and Western American. Now, this is a new high school that we were mentioning.
Franklin High School. Their band under the direction of Philip Alvarado. I don't think they have a senior class yet. Soon to have a senior class, but not yet. Brand new one on the west side of El Paso.
The Star of the West Band.
High School marches on down the route. They've got more than 2 miles ahead of them.
Now, this is a Grupo Folclórico Flor de Piña. This is a little history on them. Grupo Folclórico has been in existence since March 1993. The group started with 15 dancers and has now grown to 42 dancers. The director is Isela Lopez. The dancers' age ranges from 3 to 17 years old.
And they performed in various church and school bazaars, including St. Pius X Church, Santa Lucia, St. Raphael. And Robert, you're going to talk to a couple of the young ladies there?
Gary, we're here with some beautiful Adelitas and a grand gallant charro. Now, can you all go into a just a version of the Jarabe Tapatio right here for us? Can you do a little dance right now? How about it? Let's do something. Go right ahead.
Break after the quiet tale.
Un jarabe tapatío, gracias.
I didn't know that Robert is a dance director. He did that very well. He says, do it, and they do it.
He's multi-talented, that's for sure.
This is space travel from Estine's Fashion Models. I think the shuttle's ready to take off there. I hope it's pointed in the right direction.
Now, this is a 1905 Depot wagon, El Paso Pistoleros. This is from Cattleman Steakhouse.
Of course, these are coming up behind the float here. You'll see them in just a moment. There they are. These are the gentlemen who dressed themselves up in these authentic Western outfits, put some blanks in those guns that'll break your eardrums, and stage those gunfights. I think they've had more gunfights between those gentlemen there than there were in all the history of El Paso for real, probably.
Now, these are the world-famous Budweiser Clydesdales. 8 Clydesdales, a traditional hitch.
Each one of these horses is its own zip code, by the way. That's how big they are.
They weigh between 1,800 and 2,300 pounds.
Now, we're going to give you one last look at the Clydesdales as they go by. We're finishing up Division 2 of the parade. We'll return with more live coverage in just a moment.
Stay with us.
You are watching the Peyton Sun Carnival Parade. This special Thanksgiving Day telecast is being brought to you live by Arby's Roast Beef. Happy Thanksgiving from Channel 7, the news station.
$12 zoo after Thanksgiving sale. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Open 7 a.m. Friday. Don't be late.
We keep high school seniors sober on graduation night. We help give El Paso kids something to do after school. We assist the Salvation Army and Marines in giving toys to needy El Paso children at Christmas. We raced for a cure for breast cancer, MS, heart disease, and diabetes. Each year, Channel 7 supports thousands of people in local charities. Channel 7 knows its place in our community. We're right beside you.
Classic American theater takes the stage this holiday season as the American Southwest Theater Company presents Our Town by Thornton Wilder. Set in turn-of-the-century New England, Our Town is all about appreciating life as we live it. If you enjoy It's a Wonderful Life every Christmas, be sure to see Our Town, November 25th through December 11th at NMSU's Herschel Zahn Theater. Call 646-4515 for tickets. It's an ASTC connection.
Everybody climb aboard that sleigh. Bring a big appetite our way. A great deal better come in quick on a great meal that's as big as St. Nick.
Slow roasting gives a big taste of beef, and here's Arby's biggest deal. 5 famous roast beef sandwiches for $5. 5 for $5 won't last long, so
hurry in, it's your invite. The big hat to all and to all a good night.
Arby's, it's better out here.
Welcome back to the 61st Annual Sun Bowl Parade in El Paso, Texas. Showing you right now the Coronado High School Thunderbird Marching Band under the direction of Richard Lambrecht. And they're going to provide us with some music as they go by.
job.
Yeah, I think she got out of bed a little too early this morning.
Coronado High School T-Bird Sidekicks. The drill team is directed by Sandra Young. Now this is Miss City of Sunland Park Teen USA. Charity Gonzalez. Now that's her own car.
Looks like about a 1955 Thunderbird, I think. I think the car is considerably older than almost everyone in it.
Put together. Oh, and there's some Trekkies.
Some Trekkies inside, yes. I think it's number 1 driving.
Now this is a Princess Award. Now this is the best children's theme. Remember that our theme is the future is now. This is a blue unicorn float.
This is sponsored, or at least a thank you to, the Government Employees Credit Union of El Paso. On Saturday, October the 8th, the Blue Unicorns of El Paso took the Enchilada Parade of Las Cruces by storm, winning the non-commercial sweepstakes first place trophy. This talented dancing group of young girls is between the ages of 3 to 12.
Now the commercial sweepstakes is awarded to groups outside of Las Cruces. The Blue Unicorns have won many, many awards under the direction of Mrs. Rodriguez. A special thanks to the Government Employees Credit Union.
The El Paso Parks and Recreation Department. And I think coming up along behind, we have Gus and Goldie and their Learn to Swim van. You suppose they have a pool hidden in there somewhere?
It's probably frozen. Well, no, not really. It's not that cold out. This is All City Cheerleaders. Good morning.
My goodness. You think they could generate a little enthusiasm for the parade?
Yeah, I know, yeah. This is United Pageants of America 1994 regional winners, Janae Diaz and Gerardo Vasquez. And they're being honored for being the 1994 regional winners of the United Pageant of America competition held here in El Paso.
And coming up behind them, the Ysleta High School Indian Marching Band. Well, let's see, is it the band or the drum corps? I think it's the drum corps.
They are under the direction of Carmen Holbrook. They've been in existence for 50 years. One of the oldest traditions of the school. Carmen is an ex-student of the former director, David Marcus.
It's kind of a lost effort to try to talk over the drum corps. They'll get the best of you every time.
Now this is the 1984-95 Texas Elementary Teacher of the Year. That's Mr. Ignacio Tinajero and his family.
That's a tremendous achievement. Teacher of the Year in the entire state of Texas.
Quite an award. This is the Ysleta High School Indian Marching Band. This is Con Ganas.
These are all the folks who would rather ride than march, I guess, in the bus today.
Good morning.
I wouldn't be surprised if these are students of Mr. Tinajero. That would be my guess, perhaps. But they're all from the Ysleta school system. Now the Ysleta High School Indians Marching Band. They're louder than the band in that bus. Ken Bosey directs the Indian Marching Band. Oh, these folks are really lined up. Talk about precision.
Now, this band is a former winner of the Silver Award at Knott's Berry Farm Festival in Anaheim, California, and has been a finalist in previous Sun Carnival tournaments and bands. Now, the Ysleta High School opened back in 1929 and still occupies the same building. Before that, it was the El Paso County High School.
And at one time, it was the largest high school in the Ysleta School District with about 3,500 students until Del Valle opened up a few years ago to relieve some of that overcrowding.
some well-known athletic graduates. There's State District Judge Enrique Peña, the late Mike Sullivan, who was El Paso County Sheriff for many years, Alicia Chacon.
Coming up on the Rio Grande Girl Scout Council. And Ann is down on the parade route. Ann?
Okay, Gary and Estella, I'm down here with the Girl Scouts. You know, Girl Scouts are my favorites because I was a Girl Scout until I was a 12th grader in high school. It's really fantastic. Good morning to you. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
Tell me who's here today. What level Girl Scouts are we talking?
Daisy, Brownie, Junior, and Cadet.
And that goes all the way from pre-K all the way up through
high school?
High school. That is fantastic. You guys working on a badge today or just having fun?
Having fun.
Fantastic.
I wonder if they have any cookies with them. Thanks, Ann.
Yeah, peel one of those Girl Scouts off and bring some cookies up here. Yeah.
Oh, look at these cheerleaders. This is the National Cheerleaders Association Super Squad. These are K through 8th grade students from El Paso Elementary and Middle Schools.
The National Cheerleaders Association Super Squad is a performance-oriented group focused on building self-confidence in children, kindergarten through 8th grade. Therefore, students do not try out or compete. Students participating today are from Clark Middle, Crockett Elementary Intermediate, Desert View Middle, O'Shea Elementary, Sierra Vista Elementary, Slider Middle School, and the Sunshine Community Center.
Now, this is the Judges Award. This is the All-Star Football Classic Float, the All-Stars Through Time. This is the Judges Award. This is a special award. Robert?
With one of the Spanish celebrated the first Thanksgiving here in El Paso. Tell us a little bit of what that was like.
Well, our friends, the native Indians, well, they treated us with a lot of respect, and they helped us out with the food, and they treated us real good.
Okay, he's got the history down. That's what we wanted to make sure of. You get an A+ for today.
Thanks.
Back to Gary and Estella.
Thanks, Robert.
We go 400 years in about 15 seconds. That was very good. West coaches and East coaches roll on by.
This is a Longhorn Youth Organization cheerleaders. Thank you, Luke.
East and West All-Stars. Cheerleaders riding. Players along the side, handing out something. I don't know what it is.
Let's see. No, don't toss that football.
And here we have the Longhorn Youth Organization cheerleaders. One last look up at the float of the All-Stars. Oh, now I'll find out what they're handing out. A $1 discount coupon for all of the All-Star games. East versus West. It's the El Paso Times All-Star Football Classic, Sunday, December 11th, 2:30 p.m. in the Sun Bowl Stadium. Now, you see, if you could have come out today and you didn't, you see what you missed.
That's right.
You didn't get your coupon.
$1 discount.
The T-Birds 94.
Now those little ones aren't T-Birds just yet.
Maybe they're not T-Birds, or they're chicklets or something.
The Little Bowl champs, 1994 T-Birds Little Bowl champs.
Congratulations.
Major Division Southeast T-Birds. Now the Southeast T-Birds will consist of 3 divisions of football teams.
And right behind them, you have Russ Bradford's sensational Sun City Slammers with the basketballs. And the music you hear behind them comes from the Canutillo High School High Flying Eagle Band under the direction of Eric Rivera. Also with its flag corps, and
This is the St. Joseph School Eagles, directed by Rosie Chavez.
how many of those voices are going to sound like yours at the end of this parade if they keep that up?
Lots of them. Actually, I think I'm going to survive this.
Good.
Another trolley.
The El Paso Trolley Company goes on by.
You know, we need to thank our camera people, our News 7, our camera people. They're doing a great job out there getting pictures of everybody.
Sparkles the Clown, Ruby and Cortez.
Sparkle the Clown is very active in this community.
She won Entertainer of the Month for October in 1994, awarded by El Paso Kids Magazine. And this is the Borden's Dairy float.
Elsie and Elsie Good Food Train.
And yes, that is a real cow.
That is a beautiful cow. They really take good care of her, too.
Yes. And I think... Toot toot. I think you'll see coming up at the end here. Look, at the end.
Choo-choo.
I think we missed it. There's a little calf at the end of the Borden's Dairy Good Food line. Here's Girl Scout Troop number 592, the Cadet and Senior Girl Scouts. 35 girls, ages 11 to 17. This is their first year in the parade. One of these girls got the second highest score in Texas on the TOS test. Congratulations.
We got a big gap. Can we go to a break yet?
They sing Girl Scout rap songs. Their leaders are Dell and Guadalupe Shepard.
This is Restaurant Tours of El Paso.
I think it's the
St. Anne Center.
St. Anne Center, looking towards the future.
A lot of adelitas and charros, chiapanecas.
And as we give you that look there, we're going to take a break and be right back with more live coverage of this year's Thanksgiving Day Sun Bowl Parade.
Honey, tell me about Bourgeois, the place you like so much.
Bourgeois features a great selection of mouth-watering chocolates and confections from around the world. Bourgeois also has a fabulous selection of gourmet goodies and libations for pre-arranged or custom gift baskets. Oh, have I mentioned their wine selection? Bourgeois has the greatest selection of wines. They have something for every wine lover.
Tell me more about the custom gift baskets.
You choose your favorite items, and Bourgeois will arrange your basket and deliver it for you anywhere you want.
Let's go to Bourgeois. Now, where are they located?
2720 North Mesa.
1 banana or 2 bananas? 1 female orangutan or 2 female orangutans? 1 supreme pizza for $10.99 or 2 at Little Caesars for $9.98? He seems to prefer 2.
Why settle for 1 supreme pizza when you can get 2 at Little Caesars for just $9.98? Satisfaction guaranteed.
Pizza, pizza.
$12 zoo after Thanksgiving sale. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Open 7 a.m. Friday. Don't be late.
Everybody climb aboard that sleigh. Bring a big appetite our way. A great deal better come in quick on a great meal that's as big as St. Nick.
Slow roasting gives a big taste of beef, and here's Arby's biggest deal. 5 famous roast beef sandwiches for $5. 5 for $5 won't last long, so
hurry in, it's your invite. The big hat to all and to all a good night.
Arby's, it's better out here.
You are watching the Peyton Sun Carnival Parade. This special Thanksgiving Day telecast is being brought to you live by Arby's Roast Beef.
And welcome back. It's a great day out here. The crowds are all out here. Now, right behind us is a Banda de Guerra y Escolta Lobos. under the direction of Benjamin Herrera. Now, this is a little Spanish lesson for you today. Cheerleaders in Spanish are called porristas, and they are right behind
Porristas.
it. Porristas. La porra.
And they're staging a performance for us right now down here. I think we're looking at the moment, though, at Claudia Hernandez, who is Miss Fiesta de las Flores, riding in today's parade. Claudia Hernandez going on by. She's 20 years old, was born in Chicago. Graduate of Hanks High School. She now attends El Paso Community College, majoring in criminal justice and psychology. Maybe she can explain some things that happen in this world.
Now, this is a Yucca Council Boy Scouts float coming up. This is the Governor Awards for Academic Division. The Yucca Council Boy Scouts of America has entered a float entitled Character Counts, which is based on one of the goals of scouting, both in the past and in the future.
Of course, all of their flag corps preceding them.
The man who founded Scouting, which became an international movement, was Robert Baden-Powell. He spent much of his life serving in the British cavalry. At the turn of the century, he was an officer in the war between Britain and the descendants of Dutch settlers in South Africa.
And he decided to use his fame to help British boys become better men. He based his ideas for a boys' organization on his own experience as a youngster in England and as a soldier in India and Africa. It was in 1907 that he invited a group of boys to attend the world's first Boy Scout camp. The first success of the first camp led him to write a book that he called Scouting for Boys.
This is once again the Governor's Award in the academic division.
Well, we just kind of assume the Boy Scouts have been around forever, but actually it's a rather young organization.
All right, Gary and Estelle, I'm down here. What level of Boy Scout are you?
167.
All right, now tell me, you look like you're going on a long trip here. I mean, this parade route is, what, 2.7 miles? Look at this backpack. Where are you going?
I don't know. We're just going all around the end.
No, is it heavy?
No.
Did you have to work out a lot before you had to hoist this on your back?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, happy Thanksgiving.
No.
All right, I guess he doesn't want us to have a happy Thanksgiving.
I think you said it wrong or something, Ann. There's something you didn't do right there. Coming up here, we have the Andros High School marching band, the Golden Eagles.
Good
Little
morning.
silent at the moment, except for the man yelling us, "Hello, Estella," across the street, right?
Good morning.
And I don't know what the official estimate of the crowd will be today, but I see people, I don't know, 7, 8, 9 deep along the route here. Everyone taking advantage of a beautiful day for this parade. We did get lucky by one day. We've kind of forgotten the rains and the cold of yesterday. And that's what it's all about. Bring the kids out, have a good time at a parade.
And here are the Golden Eagles.
I think these are future Eagles again.
Now this is Therapeutic Horsemanship of El Paso coming up.
Right.
6 horses led by instructors Kelly Tinner and Joy Ferguson. And you can hear them in the background. The mariachis are coming. And this is the Therapeutic Horsemanship of El Paso.
I think they've been in the parade before. I recall seeing
A few
them, I
times.
believe.
And right behind them, the Asociación Charros Emiliano Zapata y Escaramuza, Las Zapatistas, with the help of some mariachi music in the background.
These folks are a side saddle riding team. They are the National USA champions. And also there are several groups of teams riding, including a side saddle team of small girls named Las Petritas.
Las Petritas.
Have I got that right? Las Petritas Mariachi.
Can we do another break, Frank?
All right, some mariachi music.
Las Piedritas, the small stones they're called. Arriba los mariachis. They're making some tortillas there. Buenos
They've
dias.
got a real fire going there. I
They
see
do.
smoke coming out of that. And
Lenny down here. So, Lenny, tell me, how long does it take to learn how to ride side saddle like this?
About a year and a half.
And how much practice does it involve?
We practice every other week.
Now, is it hard to control the horse when you don't have both legs straddling it?
No.
No? You got it under control. Happy Thanksgiving.
Okay, thanks.
well, she knows how to talk to you, Ann. We're coming up here on the end of the second division of the parade. With this little pause, we're going to take a pause and be right back with more live coverage in just a moment.
Happy Thanksgiving from Channel 7, the news station.
Dallas. The After Thanksgiving sale starts Friday when all Popular branch stores open at 9 a.m.
The Popular's After Thanksgiving Day sale?
You'll find great gift ideas.
The Popular's been the place for holiday shopping for over 92 years.
Delight everyone on your list, especially Mom, Dad, and the kids.
Hear that, Dad?
Bah humbug.
3 days only, Friday through Sunday at the Popular.
I'm going to the Popular.
The After Thanksgiving sale Friday through Sunday at the Popular, downtown Bassett North Park in Sunland.
Hold on, I'm going too.
$12 zoo after Thanksgiving sale. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Open 7 a.m. Friday. Don't be late.
Everybody climb aboard that sleigh. Bring a big appetite our way. A great deal better come in quick on a great meal that's as big as St. Nick.
Slow roasting gives a big taste of beef, and here's Arby's biggest deal. 5 famous roast beef sandwiches for $5. 5 for $5 won't last long, so
hurry in, it's your invite. The big hat to all and to all a good night.
Arby's, it's better out here.
Hey, Santa, where you going? Oh, you're going to Anthony's 4-hour After Thanksgiving sale. Everyone's coming to Anthony's first because it's the best. With 0% interest and no payments till March when you use your Anthony's charge card. Big savings on Levi's 550 jeans, Levi's cotton Dockers, and Levi's 501 pre-wash jeans. Plus 0% interest and no payments till March during Anthony's huge 4-hour sale.
Hey, where you going? Anthony's.
Welcome
Ann.
back.
We're bringing you live coverage of the 1994 Sun Bowl Parade. The Peyton's Sun Bowl Parade this year.
And this is Andrews High School Golden Eagle Band under the direction of Mark Myers. Now, this band is a former champion of the New Mexico State University Tournament of Bands and has received superior ratings in the El Paso Independent School Marching Festival. Andrus opened its doors to students in 1961 and has a current enrollment of more than 2,500. The school motto is, "We dare to excel."
Thank you, Andrus. wearing what look like steel helmets. That takes a lot of polishing at night before the parade.
Certainly. And now we have Miss El Paso America, and she is Catherine Garcia.
And she's in a car sponsored by the El Paso Corvette Club. This one not quite as old, I think, as that 1954 model we saw earlier on the parade.
Now, I remember in previous years, all the ladies had to wear their big, heavy coats, and today, we don't even need one out here. Beautiful, beautiful weather.
Very fortunate.
Now, over 300,000 spectators line Montana each Thanksgiving morning to watch the largest community event in the Southwest.
We may have that many this year. This is Suzanne Garza Martinez, Mrs. El Paso America.
And this car is sponsored by Ruby's Video. She has her children there.
Excellent. Good morning. Happy
Thank you,
Thanksgiving
too.
to you, yes.
And just some background information. The Sun Carnival Thanksgiving Parade was organized in 1935 by the El Paso Downtown Lions Club.
Here's the Dance America Club.
And Dance America is an international song and dance company based in El Paso, Texas. Dance America was founded by Mr. Al Amaya 11 months ago in order to further the talents of young theater artists.
Their theme up there is say yes to dance, no to crime and drugs.
Now, by the way, Dance America is available to all youths with or without theatrical talent. Dance America has performed as a group, and individual performers from Dance America have also performed at the El Paso Civic Center, St. Anne Center, Sunland Park Racetrack, Forklift Theater, Electric Q, and many, many, many more.
I think some of them are doing the two-step. Now, maybe they can teach me. I've never been able to do that. And who have you got there?
I have got some professional soccer player. What is your name, sir?
Jimmy Wardlow.
How do you do this?
A lot of practice.
Here, let me try. Let me try. Ah! Oh, well, here. Happy Thanksgiving.
Ann does not make the team.
No, now let's tell you a little bit about the El Paso Patriots professional soccer team. It's going to start its second professional season, April of 1995. Goal, 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 goal.
Did that very well. All 10 regular scheduled home games are played at the historic Dudley Field. And here we have the ROTC unit from Hanks High School.
Under the direction of Lee Wilson. And here we have the Hanks High School Silver Knights Marching Band. President's Award. This is the best commercial entry.
Target Greatland float. We target the future. And this wins the award for the best commercial entry float in today's parade. Robert, where are you?
Parade. He's actually a big area rug. He's supposed to be lying down, and we'll put a few rocking chairs on you. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just asking, where do you shop, El Paso?
Okay, a little advertising here, and I guess you can figure out what this is after all. Gary, Estella.
Thank you, Robert.
Thanks, Robert.
You hit the target, Robert.
Oh, look, they have all kinds of Christmas presents already. Tomorrow, of course, is the biggest shopping day of the year.
I was noticing on some of the ads yesterday that some places are opening at 6 a.m.
After Thanksgiving, after the big meal you all are going to have tonight. Get up before 6 to be out shopping.
I guess the concern is it'll all be sold if you don't get there at 6 o'clock. You'll lose out.
Jim! Yes? You are my friend, Jim Bowl, and I'm afraid I'm going to act like I don't know you right now because you're going to have to tell me what you're doing down here.
Yes, ma'am. We are the Young Professional Lawn Chair Marching Brigade. Can we hear it for the Lawn Chair Brigade? Everybody say yo! Yo! Everybody say yo-ho!
What is the purpose, Jim?
What?
What is your purpose?
We are spreading peace and goodwill through lawn chairs.
This is fantastic, and why a lawn chair?
We thought it was a suitable instrument of peace.
A suitable instrument of peace. You know, only the I-Team could figure something like this out, Gary and Estella.
Thanks, Ann. By the way, this fun-loving group was born in the early 1990s when a small group of parade spectators grabbed their lawn chairs and decided to make a difference.
And since then, they have performed in several parades in southern New Mexico and West Texas. They've perfected many exciting routines. This may be one of them. I'm not excited yet.
Let's see, for the 1994 Sun Bowl Parade, they have choreographed a special tribute, Adios, John Hancock.
No respect.
Miller Beer six-pack truck. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving,
ladies. And we're coming up now on the Smokey Bear Funny Car, the world's fastest police car.
After an absence of too many years, the world's fastest police car has returned to the race scene. But its purpose is not necessarily to win races. This time there is a message. Stay in school. Don't do drugs. The car has come back to the track to proclaim a message of hope for young people throughout the Southwest and across the nation.
This car can cover the quarter mile in just under 6 seconds and reach speeds in excess of 230 miles per hour. Ideal for commuting on I-10, I see. It's all in the form of a police car, complete with flashing red siren lights. It's owned and operated by Tony Lewis of El Paso.
It gives the local police an opportunity to talk to kids one-on-one. It shows a side of law enforcement the kids don't always see. The fun side.
And here's the Queen's Award in this year's parade, the El Paso Water Utilities float.
And their theme is water conservation is our future.
There's a message for the desert Southwest, certainly. Water is and has been a significant and important issue in El Paso's history, and more so for its future. The Queen's Award, by the way, is given for best costuming.
And we see some water droplets. Conserve water, take a short shower. And here we have the Ballet Folclórico of El Paso, Nuestras Tradiciones, directed by Arturo Guerrero.
The Ballet Folclórico has been in existence since 1987 and has been distinguished for its rigidly traditional representation of Mexico's dance folklore.
Now, the Folkloric is composed of beginners, advanced, adults, and senior citizens, and they have performed in Hispanic Music Awards in El Paso, Whole Enchilada Festival in Las Cruces, Mariachi Festival in Tucson, Arizona, Fiestas Patrias in El Paso, and the Sun Carnival Thanksgiving Day Parade.
And this year they are the recipients of the Judges Award.
A very young mariachi group, too. Nuestras Tradiciones, our traditions. And right behind them is the Reina de la Escuela Taurina, Alberto Valdera, Mónica Luján, and some little mariachis and charros.
Learning how to wave.
I think they've got it down.
They're ready for next year's parade already, I think.
They've been watching a lot of parades.
Many next year's parades, I believe, judging from the age of these youngsters.
Flores. She's a Spanish dancer. Connie Garcia Sullivan. The car is provided by Classic Toys Las Cruces. And she's also a Burgess graduate.
Also, who else is a Burgess graduate that I know?
Me.
You. I thought I knew somebody.
She's very active in the community. Good morning. She helps out at the community college, and she gives senior citizens at the local senior citizen center some classes, some free dance lessons and aerobic exercise too.
There's the Banda de Guerra Escolta de la Escuela Preparatoria Federale El Chamizal.
Very good, Federal
Even
El
with the
Chamizal.
abbreviations here, I got it.
Under the direction of Julio Hernández, de la Escuela Preparatoria Federal. And right behind them is the El Chamizal cheerleaders, or better known as porristas.
Followed by the El Chamizal cheerleaders.
Los Leones, the Lions. Actually, they should be Las Leonas.
Whatever the name, they're all very pretty. And this is Grupo de Danza Folclórica Raramuri, directed by Luis E. Sandoval Walker. And as we give you a last look here at the El Chamizal cheerleaders, we're going to pause once more for a break, and we'll be right back.
You are watching the Peyton Sun Carnival Parade. This special Thanksgiving Day telecast is being brought to you live by Arby's Roast Beef.
The chimes of time can be yours with a beautiful clock from the Clock Manor. Save 30 to 50% during our holiday sale at the Clock Manor, 3908 Montana. $12 zoo after Thanksgiving sale. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Open 7 a.m. Friday. Don't be late.
I've just discovered a designer's paradise, M&F Wholesale Floral Supply. They have the largest selection of dried flowers plus florist supplies. Silk flowers, baskets, ceramic vases, party favors, corsages, ribbon, live-looking cactus, and holiday decorations galore. And they're so inexpensive, it's where the professionals go. Only it's open to the public. They have special holiday hours at both locations. Downtown, 212 Oregon, and 1015 Texas, where they sell beautiful fresh flowers. I've got to go. So many projects and so little time.
Everybody climb aboard that sleigh. Bring a big appetite our way. A great deal better come in quick on a great meal that's as big as St. Nick.
Slow roasting gives a big taste of beef, and here's Arby's biggest deal. 5 famous roast beef sandwiches for $5. 5 for $5 won't last long, so
hurry in, it's your invite. The big hat to all, and to all a good night.
Arby's, it's better out here.
Have you had extreme thirst or urination, a family history of diabetes, rapid weight loss, obesity? You could have diabetes, but the good news is you can control it.
I'm willing to do what it takes to feel well.
For a free brochure on diabetes, call Baylor College of Medicine at 1-800-392-4444.
And welcome back to our live coverage of the Peyton's 1994 Sun Bowl Thanksgiving Day Parade.
And this is a grand prize, the most beautiful, the Tigua Indian Tribe of Texas Journey Float. I touch the future, I teach. That is their theme.
They're the grand prize winners. They hope to win a lot more if they can get legalized casino gambling on the reservation. They're still fighting for that. And, you know, I ran into a bit of a a muddle a few months ago when we were doing stories out there, because it was my understanding that Tiwa, in the word Tiwa, the G is actually silent. And I started asking around on the reservation, how do you say Tiwa? Someone would say Tigwa, and others would say Tiwa, so I'm not quite sure.
Well, we can do one sentence, we'll say Tigwa, and the next sentence we'll
Alternate?
say Tiwa.
Okay, that's fair enough.
And keep everybody happy.
And I'm sure I'll get letters and calls tomorrow telling me
It
both
should have
ways
been
are
this way.
correct.
Keep it safe. Tigwa, Tiwa, Indian tribe of Texas.
And it's just, you can see it better than we can because it's a little farther away when we pick it up on camera. Very, very colorful. Look at this. This is tremendous.
Robert, who do you have for us down there?
Beautiful, most creative. It's from the Tigwa Indian tribe, as you mentioned, and you were talking about the gambling earlier, Gary, but I don't see any sign of slot machines on this float. Just lots of flowers and beautiful people.
Lots of piñatas.
Look at all the color, and they're singing right now, too.
Traditional piñatas, Snow White, the Lion King, Dalmatians.
Some of the crowd today, everybody having a good time off in the distance. You can see off to the side there.
And here we have coming up the Riverside High School Marching Band under the direction of Fernie Flores.
Riverside Rangers. Here are their cheerleaders leading the way. And coming up behind the cheerleaders in just a moment, we'll have the Junior ROTC Color Guard from Riverside under the direction of Carlos Lopez, and following them, the Riverside High School Marching Band. And
Gary and Estella, I am standing here with Tom Starr. Basically, you are in charge of all this stuff. We've got a whole bunch of stuff going on with the entire Sun Carnival. First of all, congratulations on a great parade.
Well, thanks, Ann. You know, the thing is, you say I'm in charge of it, but I didn't do anything. You know, we have so many great workers and so many volunteers. The Lions Club got involved again this year, and Valerie Leah from our office, and they did. They put on a great parade.
Do you think people realize how much volunteers have to do with this parade?
I really don't. I mean, there's a lot of work. Meetings are held year-round. I mean, they'll start tomorrow analyzing this parade, and they'll be trying to get new units for next year. And if you're in charge of the weather, Ann, we thank you.
Oh, it was me. I had everything to do with it. Talk to the big guy upstairs. Now, Tom, let's talk bowl game. Who's coming?
Well, we've got, let's see, Ann, I can give you like 36 teams. No, I think we'll probably have Texas on one side, and then there's a possibility of Southern Cal, Kansas State, maybe even Notre Dame. Who knows? So, you know, we'll see.
Fantastic.
Well, I want to say one more thing, Ann. I just wanted to say it was great of Peyton Meats to help us with this parade. I forgot to mention that. They've been here since 1917, and we appreciate that they are the title sponsor of this parade.
Fantastic, Tom, and we'd like to thank the Riverside Marching Band for blowing our ears out. Back to you guys.
Riverside High School Marching Band. We've learned not to compete with them.
Now, coming up is the 1994 LULAC Sweetheart, Melissa Barrett.
Hello, Melissa. And coming up behind her, I think we have the El Paso County Fair Queen, Kitty Colleen Bramlett.
The car is provided by the El Paso Mustang Club.
No shortage of pretty girls in today's parade.
And that is a Lowrider Car Club of El Paso. And there you see your lowrider.
I can tell you some dates for events upcoming in the Sun Bowl calendar of events. On December 20th at 11:30 a.m. at the Marriott, they have the Coronation-style show and luncheon, when I think we'll be crowning our new queen then.
On the 27th and 28th at 7:30 p.m. is the Sierra Medical Sun Bowl Basketball Classic. And remember that they're going to raffle off a car that night.
I think it was that black, I forgot what model it was, but it's black. You're going to raffle off a black car.
Now, this will be at the
Sun
Special
Bowl.
Event Center.
On December 29th at 11:30 a.m., it's the Rotary Club Football Luncheon. That's at the Civic Center.
On the 29th is the actual coronation crowning ceremony and dance at the Camino Real Paso del Norte.
Okay.
At
So I was
6:30
wrong.
p.m.
It's not up at the Style Show.
The Style Show, yeah. And on the 30th is at 12:30 p.m. is the 61st Annual Sun Bowl at the Sun Bowl Station.
Robert.
I'm the first person, Gary, who's going to try to actually ride a lowrider. It's kind of like bronc riding, just a tiny bit. I'm holding on pretty good. What do you two give me as judges to rate me for hanging on to this lowrider?
Well, I think I'll give you a 9.9 for performance and a 1.2 for judgment. How about that?
Okay, fair enough. Back to you guys.
They are having all the fun. We're sitting up here telling you what's going on, and Ann and Robert are having a great time down there.
Look at these. Now, there's nothing wrong with these cars. Believe it or not, they're supposed to be doing that.
The Lowrider Club of El Paso.
We'll give you a look at some of these cars, and as we do that, we're going to take a brief break, and we'll return with more live coverage of the Peyton's 1994 Sun Bowl Thanksgiving Day Parade right after this.
Happy Thanksgiving from Channel 7, the news station.
The new 7i team, uncovering hidden facts about our city.
We show you first.
Emergency response times so slow they threaten your life.
We exposed it.
Botched road paving that you paid for.
We dug up the facts.
Startling statistics about illegal El Paso construction.
We told you the truth.
El Paso's only investigative news team, Stephanie Townsend Ayala, and Semmer, the investigative team, the new 7i team.
Mervyn's has a special message for you. Save money at Mervyn's 3-day holiday sale. Save throughout the store on what you need to get you through the holidays in style. From dress up to dress down and everything in between. Mervyn's has savings all wrapped up, and you can take that to the bank. But first, take yourself to Mervyn's holiday sale, starting tomorrow at 7 a.m. with 3-hour specials till 10.
Everybody climb aboard that sleigh. Bring a big appetite our way. A great deal better come in quick on a great meal that's as big as St. Nick.
Slow roasting gives a big taste of beef, and here's Arby's biggest deal. 5 famous roast beef sandwiches for $5. 5 for $5 won't last long, so
Hurry in, it's your invite. The big hat to all and to all a good night.
Arby's, it's better out here.
Okay, Luis, I made an appointment for my first mammogram.
I'm glad, Christina. It's important for your health.
I know women over 40 are supposed to have mammograms, but I'm afraid. And I think about the cost.
Christina, we already discussed this. It's something you have to do.
You're right. It says here that most women with breast or cervical cancer survive when it's detected early with mammograms and pap smears.
You are watching the Peyton Sun Carnival Parade. This special Thanksgiving Day telecast is being brought to you live by Arby's Roast Beef.
And we are coming up now on the 5th and final segment of today's parade. Everything is going so smoothly. The only casualty so far, I lost my corsage.
Oh, I've lost mine too. It's somewhere over here, and I think I'm starting to lose my voice. Thank you. I think I'm starting to lose my voice too, but I'll hang in there.
A little bit more to go. Join us now live as we continue our live coverage of 1994's Thanksgiving Day Parade. We have another unit from Mexico here.
Escuela Estatal número 16.
Under the direction of Gerardo Sanchez Chavez. A bugle corps. There's probably history behind every one of these little movements that they make. And I'm sure it's all written down in a drill manual somewhere, so it's all done with precision and passed down from one generation to the next, done very precisely.
and they are called Los Venados, the deer.
I knew that.
You knew that, didn't you?
I knew that. No, I didn't know that. A drum and bugle corps.
Escuela Secundaria is basically the middle school in Mexico. Elementary, a middle school, and the preparatoria is the actual high school.
I would imagine that those drums probably don't weigh very much, maybe 10, 12 pounds, but you can imagine marching almost 3 miles, your shoulder's going to get a little tired.
Now, this is Mrs. New Mexico America, 1995, and her name is Ruby Mosley.
Welcome, New Mexico. Delighted to have our New Mexico representatives in the Sun Bowl Parade. She's got the wave down perfect. She'll have a lot more practice for the next 2.5 miles, too.
Happy Thanksgiving.
And here's Miss International Petite Teen, West Texas, Monica Alsiker. Petite Teen.
This is the Young Marines of El Paso Color Guard. This is an organization of boys and girls between the ages of 9 and 17. The Young Marines of El Paso have existed since 1972. Now, during regular drill, these kids learn discipline, camping, map reading, compass reading, self-defense, hiking, and facing movements, and the Young Marine obligation.
And the music you hear behind them is coming from the Irvin High School Mighty Rocket Marching Band under the direction of Leslie Hiddle. And they're going to provide us with some music right now. Perfect.
And the flag team right behind them.
Colors red, white, and blue. And of course the Flag Corps also. Here's some motors coming up behind the Irvin High School band.
This is the Elmira Shrine Motor Patrol.
They're coming up into view in just a moment. One of our Shriners waving to the crowd today. Potentate of the Almeida Temple here in El Paso. Welcome. Now, we've got all kinds of motors here. I think we've got motorbikes and motor cars. The Almeida Shrine Motor Patrol was founded in 1950. It was the first Shrine Motor Patrol in Texas. Now has 35 members under the direction of Colonel George Carroll.
Now, 1994, it's International Shrine Drill Team champions. well as the obstacle course champions. Their motto, we ride to help crippled children walk and burn children smile. They do a great
They're all riding Honda 450cc motorcycles. I don't think you'll be able to hear us over them, so let's just watch.
Now this is the Oneida Shrine Red Baron. They're scaled-down versions of 1932 Ford Roadsters. The volunteer group is made up of local businessmen. The vehicles are built with a 3-speed transmission and can actually obtain speeds of up to 50 miles per hour.
Not with me inside, it wouldn't, no. If you can catch it, you can see all of these guys are wearing little headpieces so that they can communicate with one another as they drive.
They're always fun to watch. Of course, they also bring you the circus every year.
And
A lot of area kids can go in for free.
their motto is, we ride to help crippled children walk and burn children smile.
And they make a lot of other kids smile, too, in this community.
If you ever have the opportunity to visit one of the Shriner Burn Centers or hospitals, the work that they do with children who have some kind of orthopedic problem or who have been burned is just unbelievable, and it's all done free. Ann?
All right, thank you, Gary. Robert and I are just clowning around down here.
One of the clowns is probably the biggest head around, as you can see, on the side of the hatch.
Huge.
I just outgrew it.
Now tell us, how much talent does it take to ride a bicycle that's lopsided?
More than you might think. But with shoes like this, not only are your feet big, but they're backwards, too. What's the deal? Well, it makes it easier to ride my bike that way.
Fantastic. Well, happy Thanksgiving to you.
Yeah, that does take a special talent, I'm sure. I'm not sure what that talent is called. It takes it.
Ann and Robert have done everything else. I wonder why they didn't get on that little bicycle there.
Here's
we're
the
brave
Shrine
enough.
Oriental Band float built by band members. The only unit in the Shrine that wears authentic Oriental Arab costumes. This float has appeared in several parades in West Texas and southern New Mexico. The Oriental Band is 8-time state champion, 3 times, and current international champion.
Now, one of their members, Gilbert Maesa, is 91 years old.
And coming up behind them, the Oneida Shrine Lizzie Patrol, the Tin Lizzies.
Now, this unit is actually a precision drill team that, while dribbling these small replicas, driving these small replicas of Model T cars, can perform intricate maneuvers in confined areas and continuously move forward through the parade. Now, they were formed about 25 years ago, and they're very active in the Shrine Temple.
And once again, the Shriners' motto, we ride so that crippled children can walk and burn children can smile. Where do they find these old vehicles? It's amazing. And as we give you a look here at the Calliope, we're going to take a brief pause and come back with more of the parade in just a moment.
Stay with us.
UTEP celebrates its 80th birthday this year. As we commemorate the past 80 years, we look forward with excitement to a new century. With El Paso becoming a center for border environmental study, UTEP's extensive environmental research is becoming increasingly important. This research will help our community find solutions that will enhance the quality of life on both sides of the border. UTEP, an innovative leader for the next century, forging the future.
Classic American theater takes the stage this holiday season as the American Southwest Theater Company presents Our Town by Thornton Wilder. Set in turn-of-the-century New England, Our Town is all about appreciating life as we live it. If you enjoy It's a Wonderful Life every Christmas, be sure to see Our Town, November 25th through December 11th at NMSU's Herschel Zahn Theater. Call 646-4515 for tickets. It's an ASTC connection.
Everybody climb aboard that sleigh. Bring a big appetite our way. A great deal better come in quick on a great meal that's as big as St. Nick.
Slow roasting gives a big taste of beef, and here's Arby's biggest deal. 5 famous roast beef sandwiches for $5. 5 for $5 won't last long, so
hurry in, it's your invite. The big hat to all and to all a good night.
Arby's, it's better out here.
Oh, we have lots of babies out here, too. Great weather to bring them out.
Kids are having a wonderful time.
Now, here we have the Texas Starlets float, our children aiming for the stars. This won the Mayor's Award for originality.
This has a precious cargo. Look at this. Nestled in there like little stars in the sky, aren't they?
Beautiful, beautiful girls.
Our children aiming for the stars. That's perfect.
Happy Thanksgiving. And right behind them is the Isaac Camacho Special Forces Association Color Guard under the direction of Adolfo Fernandez.
And they support our area's Special Olympics athletes. Gentlemen. Special Forces Association. Josh Manning, Athlete of the Year and for Area 19 and 92, and Texas State Athlete of the Year in 93.
And right following them is the Southwest Drag Racing Association, President Jim Booth. Now, this is a nonprofit organization of 2 years who prides themselves in utilizing their knowledge and efforts toward helping the youth in our community, such as Project's Just Say No campaign and providing a safe environment for racers as well as holding benefit activities.
They're going to keep the dragging to a minimum, I think, here for the parade.
I think so.
They do some nice paint work on these automobiles, too.
Happy Thanksgiving.
And one of these pickups has a motorcycle sitting in the back of it. He's ready for anything.
Toby Torres. Get well soon, Toby Torres. Now, these are the Mean Green Machines. And it's still part of the Southwest Drag Racing Association.
You can see the work they've put into these machines.
How would you like to get in there, Gary?
As long as I don't have to press the ignition button, I wouldn't mind.
My legs aren't long enough. Now, what I think they're expecting about 300,000 people are here today, probably more since it's such a beautiful day with great weather. Now, who's responsible for this? Well, I mean, the guy upstairs, but it's
Ann
also...
says she is.
Really? We need to talk to Gary Monday about this.
Yeah, I think Gary may take exception to that. Okay, coming up now, the Bowie High School Marching Band.
The Proud Bear Marching Band under the direction of Hector Galindo. And this band has been around since the 1930s. Over the years, the band has represented Bowie High School and El Paso at various activities and has received acclaim and honors.
The Proud Bears have traveled throughout the United States, including Disneyland, Dallas, and Hawaii. And they're also planning a return trip to Disneyland. I guess they're going to win the Super Bowl or something. They're going to go out to Disneyland. This year's version of the Proud Bear Band is 88 members strong. They're going to play for us.
Oh, there's Ann.
Ann's going to play
in the
for
middle
us, too.
Of the band. And we'll be right back with more. We leave you with a look at the Bowie High School band. We'll be right back.
Happy Thanksgiving from Channel 7, the news station.
I've just discovered a designer's paradise, M&F Wholesale Floral Supply. They have the largest selection of dried flowers plus floral supplies. Silk flowers, baskets, ceramic vases, party favors, corsages, ribbon, live-looking cactus, and holiday decorations galore. And they're so inexpensive, it's where the professionals go. Only it's open to the public. They have special holiday hours at both locations. Downtown, 212 Oregon, and 1015 Texas, where they sell beautiful fresh flowers. I've got to go. So many projects and so little time.
This is how some winners are spending their share of the $25,000 shopping spree from Cielo Vista Mall and Channel 7. We have new winners every day, and you could be the next. Register at any participating store before November 30th and keep watching the Winner's Choice Channel 7. Remember, there's 2 ways to win. Don't miss the 10 o'clock evening news when the winner's announced. And keep your set tuned to Channel 7 weekdays when we announce 3 more winners 3 different times a day. Either way, if your name is chosen, you have 7 minutes to call. It's easy, it's fun, and it's only on KVIA, the news station.
Everybody climb aboard that sleigh. Bring a big appetite our way. A great deal better come in quick on a great meal that's as big as St. Nick.
Slow roasting gives a big taste of beef, and here's Arby's biggest deal. 5 famous roast beef sandwiches for $5. 5 for $5 won't last long, so
hurry in, it's your invite. The big hat to all and to all a good night.
Arby's, it's better out here.
Hey, Santa, where are you going? Oh, you're going to Anthony's 4-hour after Thanksgiving sale. Everyone's coming to Anthony's first because you get more for less. Like men's and boys rugby shirts, kids' windsuits, juniors and Mrs. Lee jeans, men's flannel shirts, men's and boys Logo 7 outerwear, women's hand-knit sweaters, women's silk blouses, all on sale for 4 hours only.
Hey, where you going? Anthony's.
And welcome back. On your screen, you see the winner of the Grand Marshal Award. This is a Service Club of Award, and it's the El Paso Playhouse Float. Imagination Builds the Future. The Service Club Award.
Once again, keeping in tune with the overall theme of today's parade, the future is now. Some beautiful thespians here on the Playhouse Float.
This is the El Paso Playhouse and Kids and Company presenting Imagination Builds the Future.
They have their props, their stage, costumes, makeup, everything you need for their performance. And they're on stage for another 2.5 miles from here.
Now, these are the classics. No, there you see the float still. Coming up is a Classics in Motion, El Padrino, 1938 Chevrolet Master Deluxe Sedan. Dylan Vasquez.
I think he needs some grease in his horn there. That doesn't sound very healthy.
Now the one that you're seeing now is a 1966 Dodge Charger, Ricky Smith.
And there's a Mustang for you. Several Mustangs in this group.
Classics in Motion.
How many Saturdays and Sundays in the garage have these things consumed, I wonder?
The new Mustangs are pretty neat, too.
Flattery might get you one.
Maybe. I doubt it.
Some of these, the old muscle cars, the 60s. Nice view of the parade route looking east along Montana. See, we have a nice day.
A Barracuda. And coming up, this is the Austin Panther Marching Band. under the direction of Al Anderson. Now, coming to view, the Panthers have been with the Sun Carnival Parade since the very first parade. The high school opened in 1930 and now has a long history of highly competitive marching and playing units.
Of course, Supreme Court Justice Sandra Day O'Connor is a graduate of Austin High School. Very nicely done, Austin High School. Thank you.
And right behind them, a group of students against violence everywhere. Put your differences behind you and unite. Great message.
Some good advice on a very beautiful day, a national holiday. Thanksgiving Day, 1994. Coming up in the trolley, this is the Historical Concordia Heritage Association, the trolley provided by the El Paso Trolley Company. Period costumes here. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe we have the preacher following up there, making sure everybody behaves themselves.
Keep everybody in line.
Here's Miss USA, Miss Mexico.
This is presented by Rex Holt. This is Miss United States, Christy Harmon. And Guy and Rex Holt have brought back their annual New Year's Eve dance. And they will be out there. Miss Mexico, Claudia Hernandez, bienvenida.
Hey, Annie, take it.
Richard Guy and Rex Holt, and I think people just latch onto the Guy Rex name so much that they just call both of them Guy Rex.
That's right.
Gary and Estella, I'm down here with some paramedics with EMS. How's the parade been, you guys? Have you been a lot of people safe?
A lot of people safe. We've had one injury, but they're going on the way to the hospital, and they should do just fine.
Good deal. And what has the crowd been up and down? We've been stuck here pretty much, but what's it been like up and down the route?
Very busy, a lot of people. We've noticed it's a little slower than last year. We've been real happy about that.
Fantastic. And this is the first time that you all have been on bikes, mobile this way?
Actually, this is the third time. We tried it for the first time last year for Thanksgiving Day Parade and ran 3 calls. We did it once with the El Paso Police Department for their bike safety at Cielo Vista Mall, and this will be our 3rd time.
Fantastic. Well, it's good to see you out riding around, getting a little exercise, and keeping the community safe.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Okay, coming back, I think we have the El Paso Riding and Driving Association. I think that's up on your screen now. 6 antique carriages from the 1940s. Maybe the 1840s. I'm not... This is 1940s here, but I think it's 1840s. Maybe they're modeled after the 1840s and built in the 1940s. How about that? I'll cover all the bases.
I think they can get a flat tire, do you?
That would be difficult. Maybe a broken tire.
Maybe.
Or broken wheel, I guess we'll call it.
Oh, look, Ann
Okay,
and Robert
Ann.
are riding again. Hey, guys.
Flew in on a helicopter. Are you the same Santa Claus?
One and only.
Okay, and what are you doing here when everybody's out at the mall shopping?
I like to come out to the parades and say hi to everyone. We have plenty of time for the malls.
Can Ann and I give you our list right now?
Of course.
Okay, Santa, I would like a car, a Ferrari maybe. Is that possible?
You could put it on the list.
Oh,
We'll just go for 2. Gary, Stella?
I think they need to put in their raffle ticket to the Sun Bowl Basketball Association tournament coming up later in December. We're coming up on the end of the parade. We're going to take a brief break, and we'll be right back to wrap it up for you in just a moment.
It's hard to imagine hope in scenes like these. And yet, in the poorest countries throughout the world, hope somehow survives in the hearts of little children. You can see it in the wonderful pictures they draw. Making that hope a reality is what Child Reach sponsorship is all about. Clean water, schools, food, medicine, the basic tools for a better life, created in partnership with families and communities overseas who are determined to help themselves. If you'd like to find out how you can help make a needy child's hopes and dreams come alive, call Child Reach at 1-800-289-5900. Child Reach sponsorship. It works.
The new 7 I-Team, uncovering hidden facts about our city.
We show you first.
Emergency response times so slow they threaten your life.
We exposed it.
Botched road paving that you paid for.
We dug up the facts.
Startling statistics about illegal El Paso construction.
We told you the truth.
El Paso's only investigative news team, Stephanie Townsend Ayala, and Semmer, the investigative team, the new 7 I-Team.
Did you bring it?
I forgot it.
Forget it.
Next time, don't forget it. And every time, make it part of the relationship.
A latex condom used consistently and correctly prevents the spread of HIV, the virus that causes AIDS, and may save your life.
If you love arts and crafts, then plan on the El Paso Christmas Showcase of Arts and Crafts this Saturday and Sunday at the El Paso Civic Center. The Christmas Showcase of Arts and Crafts.
A very, very smooth parade this year. Last year and the years before, it's gone maybe till 12:30, almost sometimes close to 1 o'clock, but here it is noontime, and we're wrapping it up. Our thanks to all of the personnel from Channel 7 and the news, production, and engineering departments who helped it go so well today.
Thanks for helping us out there, and we wish all of you a happy Thanksgiving. Don't eat too much, and we'll see you here next year.
And that's it from us. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
It's that time again. Time to send for the federal government's brand new free consumer information catalog from sunny Pueblo, Colorado. Billy here has his, and boy is he proud. Yes, you too can become smarter, impress your friends. Great catch, Bob. And make life easier with the wealth of knowledge you'll receive from your free catalog. The catalog is full of nifty free and low-cost publications on topics like saving money, getting federal benefits, staying fit, eating right, even educating your children. Gee, Mary, that's swell. Yes, it's the free consumer information catalog. To get yours, send absolutely nothing but your name and address to Free Catalog, Pueblo, Colorado, 81009. Hurry, tell a friend. That address again, Free Catalog, Pueblo, Colorado, 81009. Makes a great gift.
$12 zoo after Thanksgiving sale. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Open 7 a.m. Friday. Don't be late.
If you're tired of driving all over El Paso for tires and automotive maintenance repair, come to El Paso's full-service tire store, Bassett Tire and Service. Hi, I'm Larry Wagner, owner of Bassett Tire and Service, and I want your business. In return, I'll give you low competitive prices on tires and automotive service. We're conveniently located next to Bassett Center Mall. We honor the popular credit card date and charge with 90 days same as cash, plus most major credit cards. Come see us at El Paso's full-service tire store.
We now join our regularly scheduled program, already in progress.
Right after my club soda with lime.
She was here first.
I am having such a wonderful time. I know you think Peter's arrogant, but I can see the bright light that shines within his soul and the rippling muscles of his chest when he wears a tight shirt.
Excuse me, can I just look at a bottle of vodka?
I can't help it. I'm not like you. I can't go a decade without physical contact. It's been over a year since my divorce. Maybe you've had your peak, but I still have the hunger.
Jeez, Corky, then eat a roll, but don't throw yourself at someone who's not right for you.
Murphy, why don't you think... Oh my God, of course. How could I have been so insensitive? Murphy, you have a thing for Peter. What? Smart, sexy hunk of a man like that? Of course you do. You have your needs, too. What?